This is a clarity session from Awakening Performance Audio Lab for leaders making decisions under pressure. If your thinking feels crowded, reactive, or off, this is where we slow it down and get clear. Let's get into it. Let me give you a scenario that's probably already happened in your organization. Your top performer resigns. Not your average employee. They were the ones you trusted, the one who delivered, the one you thought was solid and you could count on. And your first reaction is, whoa, I didn't see that coming. But in reality, you didn't see it because you weren't looking for the right signals. Most leaders explain it the same way. They got a better offer. They wanted growth. They were ready for something new. That's the story. But underneath it, you didn't lose them to another company. You lost them to exhaustion. Not physical burnout, cognitive burnout. It's the kind of burnout that builds quietly. Your top performer didn't suddenly burn out. They accumulated pressure. Every day, they were making dozens of decisions with incomplete information under constant urgency without time to reset. At first, they handled it. That's why they're your top performer. But over time, something shifted. They started taking longer to make decisions, second guessing things they used to do instinctively, defaulting to safe moves instead of strategic ones, carrying unresolved decisions from one day into the next. Their brain never fully cleared, and eventually they hit a point where the cost of staying was higher than the cost of leaving. Now, here's where most organizations get it wrong. They treat turnover as a hiring problem. It's not. It's a performance and decision environment problem. Because when people leave, you don't just lose a salary. You're absorbing a six-figure burnout tax. Let me break that down. There were months of reduced performance before they left. You spent 2 to 4 months to replace them. Another 3 to 6 months to ramp somebody new. Missed opportunities while decisions slowed down or degraded, and you increased the pressure on the rest of your team while you scramble to find somebody new. Conservatively, that's $100,000 per high performer, and most companies are paying that tax multiple times a year, quietly, without ever naming it. Here's the root issue. Your people aren't failing. Your decision environment is breaking them down. You've got too many inputs and too much urgency. There's not enough clarity and no structured recovery. You're asking your best people to operate at a high level inside a system that drains the very thing you hired them for: their ability to think clearly. Now, what if you flip this? What happens if you fix it? If your leaders reduce unnecessary decision load, get clear on what actually matters, learn how to separate facts, assumptions, pressure, and stories, build simple reset mechanisms into their day, you don't just prevent burnout. You improve decision speed, increase decision quality, reduce rework, retain your top performers. That's the ROI of clarity. You're not adding something new. You're restoring how your people perform at their best. So the next time someone says, "We didn't see it coming," challenge it, because the signs were there. The real question is, do you know how to recognize them? And more importantly, do you know how to fix the system before your next top performer walks out the door? If this shifted how you're thinking, follow the podcast for more clarity sessions like this one.